If there's one thing that drives me nuts, it's people who think they've got authority where they don't. And when you combine that with HOA board members on a power trip, buckle up. I've got a lake on my property. Not a pond. Not some drainage ditch, a full lake. Stocked with bass, crappie, catfish, the works. It's been on the ranch for generations, and I take care of it myself. Water tested, habitat balanced, even hired a biologist once to help manage it. It's my pride and joy. So imagine my shock when a couple of self-proclaimed HOA security officers, reflective vests, clipboards, and dollar store radios, came stomping down my drive while I was casting a line one Saturday. My dogs, Bear and Scout, were stretched out beside me, wagging their tails like they could smell trouble coming. One of them, let's call him Deputy Clipboard, puffs up his chest and shouts, "Sir, you're in violation of HOA fishing regulations. No unauthorized angling permitted." I blinked. "You mean my fishing regulations? On my lake?" The second guy, Deputy Sunglasses, steps in and waves a stack of papers at me. According to Section 14, subsection C, you can't fish without a license approved by the Homeowners Association. I couldn't help it. I laughed so hard I nearly dropped my rod into the water. "Buddy, unless you're the state game warden, you don't have any say over what I do here." But they were dead serious. Clipboard starts writing up some citation, like he's handing out parking tickets downtown. A fine for $250 for fishing at my own lake. That's when Scout stood up, hackles bristling. Bear growled low, a sound that always makes strangers rethink their life choices. I didn't sick them on the guys, but let's just say they didn't exactly feel welcome anymore. I called out, "Tell you what, since you two love rules so much, let me introduce you to the real Waterway Supervisor." Now, most HOAs don't realize this, but private lakes often fall under county or state water management. And I've got the number of our Waterway Supervisor on speed dial because he helps me monitor runoff and conservation stuff. I dialed him right in front of them. 10 minutes later, here comes his truck, official badge on the door, clipboard that actually means something. He steps out, gives me a nod, then turns to the wannabe HOA cops. "Gentlemen," he says, "this lake is private property, legally exempt from your HOA rules. And unless you've got a state credential, you've got about 30 seconds to stop impersonating enforcement officers before I write you up." The look on their faces, priceless. Sunglasses went pale. Clipboard tried to stuff his fake citation back into his folder like it never existed. Needless to say, they hustled back to their golf cart in record time, tripping over each other like they were running from a bear instead of just two annoyed shepherds. The Waterway Supervisor chuckled, gave Bear a scratch behind the ears, and told me, "If they come back, let me know. Folks like that always regret poking around where they don't belong." I caught 3 bass that afternoon. Best tasting fish of the year, seasoned with a little extra satisfaction.